Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are looking on the lighted line tray 4, tray 5, tray 6, tray 7, heading from Victoria Park, Arnold, Southwell, Ocarton, back into city centre. Please watch part 1 and please press the like and subscribe. So your first bus leave at Victoria Park, Morrison's at 06:54. And it arrives to the city centre about 07:20 at King Street at the top bus stop. Then at 07:33 is in at tray 4. Then after that, 08:37. And then it will start a half hour left at 09:02. They're into the city centre about gone at 9:30. And then it will remain running every half hour through the day, which your last bus is at 18:37. And you get to the city centre for 19:05. So that's the Monday to Friday on the tray 4. So on a Saturday, your first bus is at 08:52. You get to the city centre at King Street for 09:21. Now, this will run a half hourly. So your last bus on the Saturday is at 18:22 and get into the city centre for 18:51. The next timetable is the 25. So this is the 25 timetable. So your first number 5 leave at Mapley Shops at 05:46 in the morning. They're get to the city centre on King Street for 16:12. Then buses will run out every 15 minutes till 06:36. Your first bus leaving Arnold on Sam number 7. So 06:36, get into King Street for 07:17. Then it's and then it will be every half hour till 17:56, and then every 15 minutes till 18:26 at Mapley Shops. Just make that clear. So, and then it starts doing victory at a normal victory at 08:26 at Arnold on Front Street, get into the city centre at 19:16. Now that will run every 15 minutes through the day till 16:11 in the afternoon. So there's the bus at Mapley Shops at 16:11 and get back in the city centre for 16:46. And then same one every 15 minutes through the, hang on. One every 15 minutes till 19:02. Get to King Street for 19:43. Runs every half hour through the night till your last bus leave Arnold on Front Street at 22:36. Get to King Street for 23:12. Then the last bus at Mapley Shops is at 3:17. Get to King Street for tray 342. Now we're on the Saturday timetable. So at 06:43 to at Mapley Shop at 06:43 to the city centre at King Street for 07:12. That one's every 15 minutes. And at 08:08 is your first bus leaving Arnold. And get to the city centre for 08:54. Then the last one started at Matley at 09:26, get into the city centre for 10:01. Then it runs every 15 minutes throughout the day till what I said before. Past 6:45. I'm going to say at 17 and get to on King Street for 18:13. It runs every half hour by that point. Well, if you round them up a bit. And then same thing like before on the Monday Friday timetable, your last bus leaving Mapley Shops to the city centre on King Street is at tray 314, and at 22:36 get into city for 13:12, and that's from Arnold. The next one is Mondays, Sundays, the bank holiday Mondays, with the buses are 1.5 hour ish. So your first bus leave Mapley Shops for 09:14. Get to the city centre for 09:42 in the morning. At 19:37 in the morning, it get into the city centre at 10:12. Then that when the every half hour comes in. At 10:26 is your first bus leaving Arnold on a Sunday, bank holiday Monday. And you get to King Street for 11:12. They will 1.5 hour, which your last bus leaving Arnold is at 17:01, and get to back in the city centre at King Street for 17:42. So I don't know if people want to know this information or not. That is one, yeah. So then at 17:48 at Matley Shops to 18:13, it's would run every half hour till 19:18. Get it back in the city 19:43. Now at 0:23, it get back to city centre for 8:30. The last bus is at 23:03, and get back in the city centre for 11:30. The next one is the 26th. So this is on the Pathfinder tray 6 on a Monday and Saturday timetable. So your first bus leaving Southwell is at 5:30 in the morning to get to city centre for 6:30. Then the next one is at 6 o'clock. Get into city centre at 7. Get back and go into city centre for 7 o'clock. Then there's one at Lowham War Memorial at 06:56. Get to King Street for 07:36. Then you know what it's doing. It's with 1.5 hour and then 08. Yeah. So all that. You can see the timetable, love. Yep. Then it's every half hour till till 1954. So the last bus a half hour is at 1924 on a Monday Saturday timetable, and they're into the city centre for 21:05. Then your last bus from Southwell is at 22:54, and they're in back to city centre for 23:47. The next one. Let me do the Saturday N26 before, yeah. So on a this is the old timetable. So when we show you the new one, we'll see how more a different made. So at 0:38 at Southwell Hillside Drive, get back in the city centre for 01:35. Then there's one at 02:08 in the morning, and it's back to city centre for 22:55. Then the 30:38, and it back to city centre for 04:25. Now, when I show you the other timetable, that those trips on N26 on a Friday night being withdrawn, and they left one running left on a Saturday, and I think it's top my head. I'll double check, but I know I may be wrong. About 01:34, and it's the only one running. So I'll tell you that more when I get to the other timetable. The next one is on a Sunday, which runs every hour. So on a Sunday, your first bus leaves Southwell Hillside Drive is at 08:48, and get to city centre for 10:00. Then the next one is at 09:48, get back in the city centre for 10:55. And then it runs every hour till your last bus is on 22:49. Get back in the city centre for 23:44. So that's on a Sunday. So this is the 27 on a Monday to a Saturday timetable. So at 05:04 at Colwyn Elmhurst Avenue, it get to the city centre for 0:27, run every half hour till at 16:48, get into city centre for 07:11, and it starts every 15 minutes 50 from there. Then at 8, I'm going to do it this way. At 18:33, from Colin Almost Close, get to city centre for 18:58. Then it starts every half hourly till your last bus at 23:35 and get into city centre for 23:57. So that's a Monday, Saturday, 27. And then goes the Sunday now. So at 06:04 is your first bus on a Sunday, a bank holiday Monday. It gets King Street for 06:27. Runs every hour till 9:30 at Almost Avenue and get back in the city centre for 09:57, which it runs every half hourly through the day, which your last twice, which it reduces at 19:06, get in the city centre for 19:28. Then it runs every hourly from 19:36 to the last bus, and it's on 22:36 at King Street for 22:58. So I'm going to say thank you everyone for watching this video. The next timetable review video is going to be the pink line, 28 and the 30. So I'll see you all then soon. Bye.